Hi, welcome back. So we're at the last outline of section 1, the philosophy of measurement, in chapter 6, execution of the research project. We're still on a discussion of instrument design. In this subsection, I'm going to just share with you two more techniques you might be interested to apply them while you are designing your own instrument. The first one is Kelly's repertory technique method, and the last one is a personal method that I have developed. So let's go ahead and explore first technique. This technique is called a Kelly's repertory method. For example, here we're still discussing the exact same research question, and that's to figure out teaching method X, whether it affects student performance or not. So the first thing we want to do is to define some important attributes reflect the teaching method X. For example, single book, multiple books, open source, freestyle. Next thing, what are you going to do? Choose number of adjectives. Let's say, for example, imagination, strength to understanding, easy to follow, and so on and so forth. These are just illustrative examples. Then you ask the participant either to agree or disagree. So what happened when he read about a single book use? He thinks, for example, imaginative. Maybe you say, well, I disagree about single book can do that. Multiple book, maybe I agree with that. Open source, maybe I agree. Maybe yes, I agree with it. After you finish, you find kind of a pattern is drawn out there. And participants sees the imaginative part implied not on a single book. They disagree with that. They agree that you can strengthen your understanding, but they don't think it is easy to follow. This is a very important vector that I've got with DAD that represent the image of a single book, which is actually a main characteristic of this teaching method. Now you could take this one, and this is my own actual implementation of the method, and maybe the final step. It's quite different from the original method, but personally I use kind of coding techniques by taking the final vector. I try to compare it to different groups as we have discussed earlier on and find out whether the differences exist. The last method I want to share with you is my personal method of constructing or designing an instrument. So in this personal method that I have developed, I found out that today's social media and digital world and the influence of image have really a huge impact on people's patience to read and to understand even word presentation rather than visual one. So I decided to actually ask the exact question, maybe using the Likert scales, but using visual presentation. Let's say, for example, this is one of my statements. I like to keep my desk organized and in order. Strongly disagree, agree, not natural, or disagree, or strongly disagree, something like that. Now, if I would have to use my own personal method, I would have to come up with 5 different images or pictures. So choosing the image is a quite intense work. Sometimes also I use colors. Sometimes I might use alternative techniques such as voices or sounds or tracks, something like that. So this is a kind of a game, if you are well. People might find interesting and keep on to give and to answer as long as they have the attachment to the question. So we have come to the end of this section, the philosophy of measurement, and we are ready actually to start the exploration of the second section of chapter 6, execution of the research project, and that is the philosophy of subject. I will see you then.